Second year, welcome to the one more online session for the lab practicals. In the previous video, we have learned how to calculate the RL of point two different points by using the tachymetric method. Today, we are going to understand how to find out the gradient of a line, say A and B. Before going for the experiment, let us understand what is gradient. Gradient is nothing but the slope of a line. Gradient is nothing but the slope of a line. If you look at towards this say figure, say this is point A and say this is point B. So joining these 2 points, this line is having a slope. So to find out the slope of a line, or we can say gradient of a line, that is our today's task. So how we are going to find out the gradient? Gradient is expressed by 2 methods. One is 1 as to n. One is 1 as to n, where 1 is your vertical unit. If say this is my point A, say my point B is over here. Here 1 is this my vertical component and this is n. This is n. Okay. So there are 2 ways to express your gradient. One is 1 as to n and second one is in terms of percentage. In terms of say 1%, say 2% and so on. What is 1%? 1% stands for 1 divided by 100. This is 1%. On the same line, 2% will be 2 upon 100, 2%. So likewise, we can express the gradient in terms of 1 as to n. 1 is vertical component, n is your horizontal component. 1%, 2%, 1 upon 100 and 2 upon. Now, how to find out the gradient? To find out the gradient, we will require. Suppose this is the gradient. So gradient can be found out by formula level difference between point A and point B. Level difference between point A and point B means the difference of RL divided by distance AB divided by the distance AB. Of course, this is horizontal distance and this will become my vertical distance. A ratio of vertical to the horizontal. So if we can find out the RL of point A, we can find out the RL of point B. In experiment number 2, we have seen how to calculate the RL of point A, RL of point B by using the tachymetric method. Okay, so in the same fashion, we are going to find out RL of point A.
Hello, Moto.
So second year, gradient will be level difference between point A and point B, which can be found out by referring the experiment number 2, and the distance between point A and point B, how one can find out. Okay, so to find out the distance between point A and point B, we have to use the trigonometrical formula. Okay, now suppose again I draw the same figure. Say this is point A, say this is point B, and here suppose I have kept the instrument. So I am drawing the plan. Second year, here I am drawing the plan. Instrument is kept on station O. Instrument is kept on station O, and inside, if you look at the top view of the plan, it will become a triangle. It will become a triangle. Now, to find out, our aim is to find out the distance AB. Then we can find out the gradient. Okay, we have just found out this level difference by referring experiment number 2. Now, how one can find out this? How one can find out this AB distance? So to find out distance AB, instrument is kept on station O. Keep the staff on station A. keep the staff on station B. Then, when you keep the instrument on station A, say instrument staff is kept on station A. Staff at station A. What observations we have to take? First, here we have to find out the RL of point A. Here we have to find out the RL of point B. Okay. So to find out the RL of point A, what we need is we need the top cross-hair reading, top, middle and bottom cross-hair readings. These are the three readings that we require. Then we require a vertical angle also. We require the same observations when we keep the staff at point B. When we keep the staff at point B, again we require top, middle, bottom cross-hair reading as well as vertical angle. Okay. So by using these readings, we can easily find out RL of point A and RL of point B. Next, one more reading we required. Which one is? We require this angle. Say this angle is theta. By direct repetition method, we can find out this angle AOB. By using the theory, right? Calculate this angle AOB. Then we have got these readings. If you look at towards the figure, instrument is at point O. Can we able to find out distance OA? Second year, can we able to find out the distance OA? Of course we can find out. How to find out? Distance OA will be KS into cos square of theta plus C into cos of theta. This is the formula to calculate the distance by using this tachymetric method. On the same fashion, OB, I will say this is as S1. This theta, second year, this theta is nothing but our vertical angle. Otherwise, I will change this notification. I will say this is as alpha. The horizontal angle, we call it as alpha, and this is my first vertical angle when I am passing the station A. So, for the second case, again it will be S2 cos square of theta 2 plus C into cos of theta 2. So, second here, by using the same fashion, by using these two equations, we can find out O to A distance, O to B distance. Normally, by using this method, we can find out the distance OA and OB. Once we have calculated distance OA and OB, we can able to find out this distance AB. How we can find out the distance AB? The formula to calculate the distance AB is cosine rule. What is cosine rule? Second here, cosine rule, to find out the distance AB will be equal to AB square will be equal to OA square plus OB square minus 2 into OA into OB into cos of alpha into cos of alpha. Okay, so this is our cosine rule. What is cosine rule? AB square. AB is unknown to us. We have to find out what is AB. AB square will be equal to OA square. What is OA square? OA square is the first distance we have just calculated. OB square, second distance from instrument station, minus twice of OA into OB into cos of alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is nothing but this angle AOB. Alpha is your horizontal angle between A, O and B. Okay students, so this is the theory behind finding out the distance AB. Once we found out this distance AB, put this distance inside the formula of gradient. Formula of gradient is what? Gradient is equal to difference of RL between point A and B divided by distance AB. Divided by distance AB. So put this distance AB into the formula, you will get the gradient of a line. Okay, now we will go on to the field. We will go for the observations, and then again we will come back to the lab and we will see how to calculate this particular gradient of a line AB. Okay, second year, thank you very much for attending session. We are here in this field work to find out the observations. You can see I have just set up the tachymeter over here. I have just set the bubble at the center. You can see if it is visible. You can see the bubble is at the center. By using major adjustment to be done by using this legs, and the minor instrument is to be minor adjustment to be done by using these foot screws. I hope it is visible to you. Now I have just marked the center line. I have just marked the center line. Whether it is visible, second year? Here I have marked the station O. I have marked the station O. Now if this point is visible, whether this point is visible, second year, please let me know. Now here in front of this classroom number 119, I have just tied a point. Say that a staff, that point is B, okay, and another staff is I have tied, I think it is not clearly visible to you, but I have taken 2 points. One is that is your point A, which is just on the second floor of your college, 228, that is your point A, and here in front of 119, that is your point B. So I am going to take the observations on A as well as on B. Okay. In the observation table, the instrument station is O. The staff stations are 2 points, point A and point B. The vertical angle we have noted down for 2 readings. I am considering the vertical angle from the observation station, which is 11 degrees 40 minutes and 7 degrees 40 minutes. The top crosshair reading for set A is 1.805, middle is 1.530 and 1.250. For station B, it is 1.735. For middle, it is 1.625, and for the bottom, it is 1.515. So these are the readings that I have measured in the field. Angle between point A and B. So we can say this angle AOB as 70 degree, 1 minute and 20 seconds. So these are the readings. The benchmark or instrument axis RL, instrument axis RL is equal to 101.380. Okay, so students, what we have to calculate first is we have to calculate the RL of point A. RL of point A and another point B. We have to refer the experiment number 2 in which we have calculated the RL of point A and RL of point B. In the same fashion, we have to calculate RL of point A and RL of point B. If you look at towards the vertical angle, both are elevation angle. So, considering the elevation angle formula, calculate the RL A, RL B. Once we have calculated the RL A and RL B, then we have to find out the distance. We have to find out the distance OA and OB. OA formula is K S1 into cos square of theta, and OB K S2 into cos square of theta plus C cos of theta here. Consider K as 100 and C as 0. This will be your first vertical angle, so I will say theta 1. This will be your second vertical angle, I will say it as theta 2. Okay. Now by using this formula, S1 will be the staff intercept between first reading, say 1.8 minus 1.2. S2 will become your second staff intercept. Theta 1 will be for the first case 7 degrees 40 minutes and theta 2 will be 11 degrees 40 minutes. So by putting all the values in particular equation, you will get OA and OB. Once you will get OA and OB by the using cosine rule. What is cosine rule? AB square will be equal to OA square plus OB square minus twice of OA into OB into cos of alpha, where we have just calculated OA and OB by using this equation, and cos of alpha, what is alpha? Alpha will be your angle AOB, which is nothing but 70 degrees 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay friends, so once we have got AB, then our formula to calculate gradient will be equal to the RL difference between RL, difference between RL divided by the distance AB divided by distance AB. Okay, so this difference between RL will be the RL difference between A and B. Okay, and this distance AB we have just calculated by using this cosine. So in this fashion we can calculate the gradient of a line AB. Here I have taken the two lines on elevation. We may also calculate the gradient for one depression as well as one point is elevation. Okay, second year. So this is all about the experiment number 3 in your surveying part 2. Thank you very much for attending this session. Calculate the particular answer and put it in the chat box. Thank you students.